Hi all, I'm Leanne and I'm one of the trainers here at Platinum Canine. So for me, I've always had dogs. Even from when I was a little girl, we've always had dogs in our family. We had one when I was younger and she was a black Labrador called Molly. She was the sweetest girl in the world. Towards the end of her golden years, we then decided that we wanted a bit more of a busier household and we rescued two chocolate Labradors called Bracken and Rolo. They came from a very nervous background. They weren't treated very nicely. So they came home and we welcomed them straight in. They were supposed to be two foster dogs, but after a week we was like, no, we are definitely going to have these dogs. And that was the start of it. It was brilliant. The three of them in the house, all Labradors, and we just loved them so, so much. So for me, I think my passion for dog training excelled a lot more when I met my current partner, Luke. He is into gun dogs and going shooting at the weekends. So when he introduced me to it, it was this whole new side of training dogs and how they work. I really enjoyed it. It was brilliant. He's got several spaniels at home, and at the moment we have a 13-year-old spaniel called Woody, and he is our pride and joy. He is amazing at shooting, and when we take him, I must say, he's one of the best.
Chili cheese bites. Oh my God. What are we having? Should we have some chili cheese bites? Oh, you want breaded scampi?
When I realised that I wanted to become a dog trainer, I think it was when we was all in COVID and in lockdown. I got put on furlough, I was working from home, and for me personally, when I was off every single day, my dog's worlds just lit up. I could put so much more time into them and look after them a lot more, and for them it was brilliant. All of a sudden I was home every single day and we was going out on long walks and we were having fun. And when I got called back into the office, I was sat there and I was thinking, this is the same thing, day in, day out. I was copy and paste on Excel spreadsheets and my job wasn't fulfilling anymore. So I started looking at other jobs and working with animals. One day I stumbled across an advert and it was from Platinum Canine, and I thought, what have I got to lose? So I applied and yeah, the rest is history. I don't know. So for me personally, I think there's a lot of females in the dog training industry, but there's not many working in the area of challenging or aggressive dogs. 80% of the dogs that I train on a day-to-day basis are very challenging or aggressive. Then on the flip side of that, I get the cute Cocker Spaniels like Harry. He's in this video and he's here for a high level of obedience.
Here we come. Ivy up. Sit.
24/5. When I came to Platinum Canine, obviously, it's in the title, working with challenging or aggressive dogs. There is that risk of getting bit. Now, when I look back on my time here at Platinum Canine, I can laugh and say, yeah, you know what? The dogs bit me on the arse and it hurt. It really hurt. In that split second when it happens, there is that fear and there is that adrenaline of, oh my God, what is happening? And you know, it can be frightening. But straight afterwards, when that adrenaline carries on, it's like, right, okay, I've now got to put myself back in that situation to help this dog. So I had a dog not too long ago that was a massive resource guarder. It would resource guard its space, a lead, anything that he thought that was his. And I had to go into that kennel over and over and over and over and over again to help that dog learn that that type of behaviour that it was displaying was not acceptable behaviour. And for me, when you're going into that kennel, you're thinking, oh my God, okay, I might get bit here. I don't want it to bite me on the arse again. I don't want to go through all of that again. But the support that I have from the team members, it's brilliant. Harry, what have I got? You have a puppuccino? You want a puppuccino? Oh, we expected. Okay, sit. For me personally, when you see the Instagram and you know you see the happy dogs sitting in the park in the summer having an ice cream, the little dog's got a puppuccino, it's all smiles and it's all brilliant. There is reality behind that. And that reality might be that dog that's having that puppuccino and is enjoying the day out in the summer, it might be its last resort here for us, and the owners might be thinking, if this doesn't work, we don't know what we're going to do. And there is a bit of pressure on that. Think, okay, I've got to help this dog, I've got to help this family, but the way that the Instagram and the happiness overrules that is that the dog can do it. and the dog can enjoy life, and it can not react, and it can not be challenging, and it can be happy. And that's what makes it better, because in that moment you're thinking, okay, this is a happy dog and this is a happy trainer and we're enjoying our day together. And I think that's what's important, is that it does outweigh the reality. And poo bags split and there's holes in them sometimes, and we have to walk in rain and hail and snow and wind, and some days we're just thinking, oh, I don't want to do this. It's just, we're getting battered by the weather. But at the end of the day, there is always a positive in everything. And I think for all of us, the positive is seeing how the dogs progress and how they get further in their training. When I look back and reflect on how I have been as a dog trainer, I think I have personally evolved quite well. I think when I first started, I was working with the cute, the fluffy dogs, and now I think that I've progressed really well. There's been challenging times. There's been times where I've had to keep going. For me, I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed working here. I feel like my confidence has grown. I feel like my resilience has also grown a lot. And in the next 5 years, I still want to be doing this. I still want to be working. I still want to be helping dogs. I still want to be changing families' lives. And I think that's more important than anything else, to be honest.